So I'm now going to show you about bringing the roof down. Obviously, we need to make sure that all the windows are done up first. My preference is to pull the roof down whilst this swivel chair is still rear facing, just because it's easier to access the handles. Otherwise you end up finding you're leaning over the back of the chairs, which is quite uncomfortable. Okay, so once you're here, you need to make sure the internal roof is down and this hinged part is back. Push back the foam mattress as far as it will go. Also, make sure that all of the doors are open so that when you pull that roof down, the air has somewhere to escape to. Otherwise, you find that there's quite a lot of resistance if all the doors are shut. So you'll notice that I've still got these ratchet straps still hanging down. You don't have to do that. There are handles on the roof, but as I'm little, I would have to climb up to get hold of those handles otherwise. So my preference is to keep these ratchet straps hanging, and then I use these to pull that down. It requires quite a bit of pressure to pull it down. So you'll feel the resistance until you reach a certain point, and then it'll go with a rush, so be careful of your head. What I tend to do is kind of rest it on my head at this point and start to pull in the excess material. So pull it in all around the sides. And pull it in over the top of the mattress so it's flat all the way in, and then once you've got all that excess material, just let it come down the rest of the way. And again, just pulling all that material through. Okay, when I get to here, I don't worry about folding the side material in yet, but I'll fold the front in so that I can access the loops for the ratchet straps. Literally just pulling it tight and then rolling it forward. And just tuck it under that front bit until I can access both the loops. And then I release the ratchet straps, pressing the button, pulling it out beyond 180, and then that should loosen up the strap to pull the strap free through both loops. And then you go through this. You can see that gap. You go from the back through that little slot, back again through the underneath gap so that this comes through. And then I don't pull it all the way up, I leave it roughly. So once this metal piece is touching the top loop, I leave roughly 2 inches clear of the bottom so that I've got some excess strap to get in the ratchet. And then literally just pulling it tight. I don't pull it all the way tight just yet, just enough that it's holding it down, and then I move on to the other side. And then once it's roughly flat and tight, then just put the last couple of clips in just to pull it really firm. And then put the hooks back up like so. And then finally, tuck in each side so that I can... And then the very final bit is just tidying up these excess straps and tucking them in.